Hello, hello. I hope you are having an absolutely wonderful day. I know that I am. The sun is out. My name's Jeffrey. At the end of this, I've got an 8-minute clip of Mr. Mufareh as he was speaking to the good people of PNG, Papua New Guinea, on that webinar last week. And he did such a phenomenal heart job of explaining what ONPASSIVE is doing and where we're going. I just couldn't and I can't ignore that, and I had to do something with it because it's just everything that ONPASSIVE stands for. The way that he put it out, the way that he said it, and the things that he shared. So I would certainly encourage anybody that can to get a hold of that webinar. I'll try to leave the link in the description box below. But if you can go back and watch that whole thing, it is an absolutely phenomenal webinar that shows not only the heart of Ash Mufareh and of ONPASSIVE, but the heart of Papua New Guinea and its people, and the things that they have going on there, and the excitement that's being generated as a result of it.
This is exactly what we're doing in ONPASSIVE. We're bringing the power back to people. Average people. That's the real power. We're the majority. We don't trust the leaders all the time, sadly, because especially when it's in politics, I'm not generalizing in any way, but mostly or quite often we see that it's unfair, injustice, and for their personal selfish benefits, they would do anything. And we cannot trust that. So we have to take our life back. Not against them. It just, we're not depending on them. We're doing our work independently. We have the power. We're the majority. We have the need. And our needs are more legit. We're not talking about lavish life and, just doing insane things. We're talking about survival, having a decent, dignified life. That's it. I think we can do it. We have the power, we have the ability, we have the work, the energy, everything we have. They have nothing but misleading, mostly, or kind of canned, hypey image that is way from reality. They're not more powerful than us. Don't want to get political here in any way. I'm just saying, let me give you the example of India. India, as we all know, is the second largest global population after China. They got a lot of people. Now, they're known by their above average educated. There's a big gap. There are people who live in above the sky, above the clouds in India. And then 99% plus, I'm sure it's more than that, let's not be accurate, they live below the ground, hardly surviving and eating each other. So how could this make sense? Mostly this is the case everywhere. I mean, we live in a great country in the United States. The biggest part that makes it a leading country, there is a sense of justice. I mean, it's not ideal, but okay, decent. And there's a middle class. There's not like top and bottom, like, okay, there's in between. So that is, if we do the calculation, this is the vast majority of the global population. I mean, this average middle class way of living, that is everybody. So we kind of changed the game in ONPASSIVE. We flipped it around. Okay, we decided most businesses, they would think, if so and so would be with us, if this company would endorse our business, any business, or become a customer, that's it. That's all we need. So here's the thing: it's that privilege always. They're giving the advantage and the privilege to the big guys, to the big money. Why? So we just switched it over and we said we're going to give the power to the average person, to the little guy. I don't know if we agree on the term, But the bottom line is to real people, everyday people from everywhere, every walk of life. We give them the power, and I'm sure those big dogs or cats or, you know, sharks or elephants, whatever you want to call them, they will come to us. Sounds like they're animals, but no matter how we do it, but they will come to us. So we'll be the hunted, not the hunters. Okay, we don't have to chase them to beg for living. We're going to have the power that if they want to sustain their power, they're going to have to us. We're not competing. We're not going after them. We're not downing them. I believe everybody has their opportunity. There's plenty of opportunity in life. So this is what we're doing. It's working. That's the good news. And Nancy, you haven't seen much. It's just about to get hot, okay? It is warming up right now. And it looks like the next 2 to 3 months, I'm talking about March, April, and so on, it's gonna really get very interesting and ONPASSIVE. So many things are happening. I mean, we already know that there's so many moving parts. We've been working so hard, and unplanned, okay, accidentally in a way, it happened that they all matured together. They're almost like so many dues, like, you know, campaigns, legal work, okay, compliance, soft launch, you know, the bonuses, the product completion, the mega product launches, the staff completion. We're adjusted. We're getting better every day. We're getting smarter every day, and we're expanding, and we're getting attention. So it's every day is better than the day before, in every dimension you can imagine, and we're witnessing a good example of what we're doing. If somebody is going to succeed, okay, they will have to consider ONPASSIVE at some point. And for them to consider ONPASSIVE, we already set the stage for a fair game. They're going to have to respect the real people. They're not going to step on us. We're not going to allow them to do that. And when I say them, to be clear, I'm not like painting that ambiguous picture. I'm talking about the corrupted wealth. I'm talking about the gurus. I'm talking about the selfish greed business man and woman. I'm talking about the unfairness all across, you know, the countries. We're here, we're coming together as one family. Your success is completely depending on everybody's success. You cannot succeed alone. I cannot succeed alone. We have to win together. And we already recognize this. That is the cure. More than half of the cure to understand how it works, and we allowed it. I'm sure it wasn't this way in the beginning. Of course, it takes time to evolve and understand our culture. But as of now, we all understand. It's not a one-man show. It cannot happen by competing or stepping on someone's, you know, privileges or advantages. We are equally fortunate here, and we only can win together.
Like a bird on a tree,